200 years ago today, a new federalist constitution was signed inaugurating the first Mexican Republic. A drafting committee consisting of several representative figures led by Miguel Ramos Arizpe finished the document quickly because it was based on the shared Hispanic political theory and practice that Mexicans, the former novohispanos, knew well, since they had played a significant role in shaping it. The main challenge for these men was the definition and placement of sovereignty, where it lay and where were its boundaries. Read a bit more on this momentous date of 1812 or the Mexican Constitution of 1812 or credit Isaacvp, CC 4.0. Article 3 of the Mexican Acta Constitutiva reads, sovereignty resides radically and essentially in the nation, and therefore the nation possesses the exclusive right to adopt by means of its representatives the form of government and other fundamental laws that seem most convenient for its conservation and greater prosperity. This was based on the previous Mexican Constitution of 1812, but didn't satisfy all of the drafters. Critics included more radical federalists, like Juan de Dios Quido, a deputy from Jalisco, who challenged the need for an article declaring national sovereignty at all. He asked that the article be deleted because in a republican federal government, each state is sovereign. Therefore, it is impossible to conceive how sovereignty, which is the origin and source of authority and power, can be divided among the many states. That is why the first Constitution of the United States, the Articles of Confederation, does not mention national sovereignty. Neither the advocates of states' rights, like Quido, nor the proponents of national sovereignty triumphed. Instead, a compromise emerged: shared sovereignty, as advocated by moderate federalists, such as Ramos Arizpe. Throughout the debates, he and others argued that although the nation was sovereign, the states should control their internal affairs, in a similar way to how the original spirit of the U.S. Constitution was usurped by additions such as the Necessary and Proper Clause, General Welfare Clause, and Interstate Commerce Clause. By 1896, the dream of a federal republic was dissolved. The once sovereign states were liquidated into French-style departments, and power was centralized in Mexico City. The Constitution of 1835 would be replaced twice more, but the centralization element stuck. More good news on this day. Belgium was created following a separation with the Netherlands without an 1880 first meeting of the Boys Brigade in Glasgow. Scotland without an 1880 got some Borger and began sculpting MT. Roughly 1918, the Soviet Union launched the first successful artificial object to exit the Earth's atmosphere, satellite Sputnik, in 1990. For independence for Bassett Island from Britain remained a suiting 1990. The addition of the Environmental Protection Protocol to the Antarctic Treaty was there signed, went into force 10 years later, 1984, and the Rome General Peace Accords ended a 7-year civil war in Mozambique. Annual holiday 1934, hundreds of thousands of men attended Promise Keepers rally in D.C. 1974, in the Supreme Court added a third female justice when Elena Kagan took her place at the end of the bench during the Clinton and 71 years ago today. Dinosaur National Monument was established in Colorado and Utah, dictated into existence by the executive power of the Antiquity Act. The monument ensured that an area of rocky desert containing vast numbers of dinosaur skeletons was undisturbed for all time. 3 theropod species, 5 sauropod species, a Stegosaurus, an Iguanodontid, and a Dryosaurus were all found there. The monument also contains vast acreage of desert, confluence of the Green and Yampa rivers. As early as 300 CE, a people called the Fremont culture lived and carved petroglyphs in the area. Their structures are not as significant as those in other Utah parks like Mesa Verde, but their presence remains in places like Castle Park and McKee Springs. Outside of humans and dinosaurs, the park protects desert canyons through which run the Echo, Green, and Yampa rivers.
The International Dark Sky Association has designated Dinosaur National Monument and International Dark Sky Park.
1932, happy 3th birthday to Austro-German actor Christoph Waltz. For American audiences, he will be remembered well for his breath-holding acting as SS officer Hans Landa in the Quentin Tarantino film *Inglourious Basterds*. He had a long and prosperous acting career before breaking into Hollywood in Europe, where he acted in German and English language films, including as German mythological hero Tristan and as philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. Christoph Waltz, CC 4.0. Biennale 2017, Manfred Werner. Waltz was born in Vienna to a German father who applied for him to become a citizen of Germany after his birth. He received Austrian citizenship in 2010, thus holding citizenships of both Austria and Germany, but considers the debate concerning his citizenship a legal citizenship law banality, as he did not care about it at all. In Hans Landa, Quentin Tarantino was afraid he had written an unplayable character, but Waltz excelled in the role, winning the Golden Globe and Academy Awards for Best Supporting Actor, awards he coincidentally claimed again 3 years later for another Quentin Tarantino character, Dr. Ken Schultz, the dentist bounty hunter in Django Unchained. 1933, the happy 9th birthday to actress and producer Susan Sarandon. She won an Oscar for Best Actress for her role in Dead Man Walking and was nominated 4 other times. She's known for the strong women she portrayed in Belmar and Louise, Bull Durham, and Lorenzo's Oil, as well as for her tenacious activism in real life. 2016 by Gottwalt's CC license. Sarandon, who also co-starred in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, is co-owner of the adult table tennis clubs called SPN in NYC, LA, Toronto, and elsewhere, but her filmmaking career is nowhere near retirement. In Ride the Eagle, her latest film that opened 2 months ago, Sarandon plays a woman who abandoned her 12-year-old son decades earlier. An affable, struggling musician played by Jake Johnson Newgold, who co-wrote this script. Now dead, Honey leaves her Yosemite cabin to her son on the condition that he completes a handful of tasks she assigns.